In this video, we're going to show you how you use a class break style. Class breaks are great if you want to render the map based upon a range of values in your attribute data. So for example, here we've got a map of the countries of the world. And let's say I wanted to color each country differently based upon its population value. A class break would be a great way to do this. So to get started, let's go and add a class break style to our feature layer here. This will bring up the style builder. And the first thing you need to do is give your class break a name. So in our case, we're going to do population. So we'll just call this population style. The next thing is you need to pick the column in your attribute data associated with your feature layer that you want to base your class breaks on. So if you have, for example, in this one we've got the population for the country. So that's what we're going to base ours on. And this needs to be a numeric value for a class break style. You can do it for text because it needs to be, a range-based operation. And of course, if you're not sure what data you have in your layer, you can always click the View Data button and view it in real time. Okay, next you need to set up your class breaks. There's a couple different ways to do this. One is you can add them manually here by setting your value accordingly. So if I wanted to say anything over 1 million people, color it blue here, and I could add as many of these as I'd like, and the next one would be over 2 million, I want it to be pink. Okay, so you can add all these manually. Another way that's a little simpler is by using the auto generate button. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and that pops up a new dialog here, and you can answer just a few questions and the GIS editor will generate all your class breaks for you. So let's say we want to divide into 5 different classes. So that means we're going to have 5 different colors. We're going to render our countries based upon the population. That sounds good for our purposes. All right, the lowest value, let's just go ahead and say 0. The highest value, let's say 500 million people. How does that sound? Okay, then you can choose what different types of colors you want, whether it be hue, saturation, luminance, and that will help build the different color values for each of your class breaks. So here we're going to say, all right, the lower populated countries want to start with a green, the higher populated countries want to be a red, and it's going to escalate accordingly. And if you want to do it the opposite of how this preview bar displays, you just click invert colors and it switches it around. But let's leave it to where the populated places are high value. Right, then you just click the generate classes, and this will put all 5 classes in here and also populate your tree on the left hand side for each of your different class breaks. So what this means is any countries with the population of 0 to 125 million will be green, 125 million to 250 million will be this color, and so on and so forth. So if we go ahead and apply this, you'll now see that our map takes a much different look, and you can see the populated countries such as China and India are colored in bright red, and then you have the moderately populated countries such as the United States as a different color. And you can see the class break is all over here on the left hand side for each of our different breaks, and if you wanted to change one specific color, you can just come in here and change that color accordingly however you want, and that'll take effect for that given break. So I hope this video gives you an idea of how you can use the class break style to render your map on a range of values. Thank you.